So I was already in real estate when I decided to go for a graduate degree. So then it kind of became between NYU and Baruch. Now, NYU, in my opinion, and just through the people I know, many of the people go into the institutional side of real estate. My vision of where I was planning on going was less institutional, more entrepreneurial real estate. And I knew that the culture of Baruch, as well as the alumni who had graduated from Baruch, guys like Francis Greenberger, like Mr. Newman, like many of those well-known real estate players, they themselves are very entrepreneurial. They started themselves, they grew their own companies into the behemoths that we know, and I wanted to follow or at least be in that shadow. And then of course the price was unbeatable, and it was a question of value and what you get out of it, and Baruch won hands down. The return on investment has actually been around 900%. I actually calculated the deals I've done that are due directly and a result of my participation at Baruch. I think the other issue that really was a draw to me, what I talked about, was the culture and the meritocracy that I think the culture at Baruch has in terms of characteristic. A lot of the alumni who have gone on to become very successful started themselves. As long as you work hard and you study hard and you network within the program, the door is open to these much larger figures. I would say in terms of a class, the class that stood out to me the most was the real estate research class. It's a class that is not the standard in the sense that you are essentially creating this PhD style thesis on something that has not been studied yet. The real estate research class, which forces you to think outside the box and to study the academic literature and to kind of derive, a thesis that is new, really instills the creative mind that is necessary for real estate professionals to be successful in the future. In some of these classes, every week the professor would take time to talk about what was happening outside the class so that you could apply what you're learning in the textbooks to what you're seeing in the newspapers. And I think that degree of integration of real life into the academic study of real estate, I think, would be my biggest takeaway. A lot of the alumni and people who sit on the board that I have met have just been welcoming in every sense of the word. And I think is of tremendous value to anybody who's going through the program now or is thinking about going through the program